Hello, hello. Let's see. Who do we have in chat so far? Oh, it's pretty busy. Let's see. We've got Kenny. Hello, Kenny. We've got Donna. Hi, Donna. And Sarah. Tamara. Sarah and Tamara. Ooh, it rhymes. Let's see. Thank you. Let's see. Chai's Crafts. Welcome to our little coloring family here. Let's see. Sarah says, power went out in my RV park. I don't know when they'll get it back on. Oh, no. Philip says, no stream for me tonight. Up early for first day of kids back to school. So early bed now. Sounds good, Philip. Yeah, that's going to be us here coming next week. It's coming too soon. I don't know that I'm ready for it. Let's see. Yep, we've got Donna there. Sarah. Oh, it's back on. Yay. Victoria. Hello, Victoria. And Donna again. Let's see. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up reminder, Kenny. Let's see. Hi, Cheryl. Let's see. Let's see. Drags, darts, and DBL. Darts, my index card has disappeared. It'll have my pencil numbers on it. Oh, no. Let's see. Hi, Tyler. Jim, hello. Tamara says, we had a sewer main break a few doors down the other day, so we're still trying to get it aired out here, but in this heat, it's hard. Oh, I'm sorry, Tamara. Oh, that was supposed to be drats, and DBL drats. There you go. Hi, Joe Beth. Let's see, Shannon. Hello, Shannon. Tamara. Pat. Hello. Let's see, Victoria. Liza. Hi, Liza. Let's see, Jim again. SpongeBob. Hi, SpongeBob. Let's see, Rochelle. Hello. SpongeBob says, I'm on, but still at work, so I'll chat when I can. Sounds good, SpongeBob. All right. Well, we got quite a few people in here. This is great. So I'm going to start with my starter reminder. August 23rd, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. is the Disney Colorathon, and that is my little slot, and we'll be doing this book with this page. Okay? So just a little reminder there. No other big news today. Hi, Chai's Craft. Let's see. Thank you. I'm probably going to lurk. I'm pretty tired. Long day. No worries, Chai. I'm just glad you're here. Hi, Samantha. Welcome. So we are almost done with our page here. Tonight we are going to be doing a kind of night sky, kind of galaxy background. I debated about doing a moon, but I think I'm going to skip the moon, and I just want to do kind of the night sky with some stars, which brings me to one of the things we're going to go over. We're going to see what works. Oh, thanks, Sarah. Yeah, here, actually, I'm excited about these ones. They're, let's see if we can zoom in. They're like holographic. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, but yeah, so what I brought, I've got some toned paper here, and we're gonna go over a few different items we can use for like creating the whites and stars. And so we've got some Bombay White India ink, which is my most favorite to use. We got 3 different size Posca pens. And we'll use the paintbrush for the ink, and then I've got a Jelly Roll gel pen. Most likely we'll end up using the brush and ink, but I wanted to bring out the others so that we could compare. Chai says, I have this book, haven't even started yet. Well, now's the time. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Donna says, sounds good to me. Was hoping you wouldn't do the moon too much. Yeah, I think just the sky, I think is gonna work well. Twinkle, twinkle, little stars. There you go. I also pulled out, I haven't ordered any new blades for my sharpener yet, so I pulled out some small little handheld blades that I think we're going to give a try today. Okay, so let's just dive right in, shall we? Okay. So we're going to warm up a little bit, give more people a chance to show up. We're going to finish up. We have these little flowers to finish here. Got these little poppies here. So we're going to do those real quick, and then when we're done with those, then we'll do the sky last, okay? Donna says, I wonder if an iridescent medium diluted water would work for stars. I suppose it could, except that you would need to have the light like on it specifically, kind of like with gel pen. So it may not give you as consistent a star style if as you know, white dots would. But you could try it. I'm not going to be on long today. I haven't felt the best today. Oh, that's all right, Cheryl. You just rest up. Maybe tomorrow. I'm already in bed. That sounds good, Chai. All right. Well, let's go ahead. Drop this on down here. We can get nice and close. Little super zoom here. There we go. Get these cords out of the way. Hi, Miranda. Welcome. Hi, Tony. Hello, hello, all. All right, so before we do the background, we're going to finish these little flowers here, okay? In fact, let's do these ones on the bottom here first. Let me move these white mediums out of the way here. There we go, and there they are. There we go. Okay. Which means after we finish up this page, I'm going to need to put up the poll in the Facebook group for our new page. All right, so let me see if I can remember what we used here. Definitely the red, the pink. We'll go over the numbers here in just a second. And I think we're going to grab this orange just in case, and then the yellow. Okay, so we are going to use numbers. I'm good, Miranda. How are you? We are going to use number 29, 25. There you go, 29, 25. Will the new page be out of daydreams? Yes, Donna, it will. It's going to be the poll between the tattooed girl and the rooster. Although it seems that more people want the rooster, so odds are the rooster's gonna win. But we'll have to see what the poll says. And depending on which page wins, we'll debate on. Hi, Kimmy. We'll debate on which pencils we use. Okay, so 29, 25, 43, and 10. And the comparisons for those are. Okay, so 29. Here, Prismacolor equivalent is 924. Artiso equivalent is number 49. Hi, Pam. She says Arkansas present. Yeah, Donna says rooster, rooster, rooster. There you go. And then, oh, I'm sorry, Miranda. That's too bad. Rooster, rooster. All right, we have a secondary for rooster. There we go. So 29, number 10, Prismacolor equivalent is 915. Artisa is 28. Let's see, number 43, a Prismacolor equivalent is 940, Artisa is 76, and for number 25 here, Prismacolor equivalent is 929, and Artisa is number 83. Which pencils are these? These are the Ergosoft color pencils, Chai, and if you are interested, I have these comparison charts. So I have the color charts for Ergosoft, if I can find it. Here. I made this up. Copies of all these charts in our Facebook group. If you !Facebook, that'll take you there where you can join that, which, woohoo, everyone, we are at 202. Let's see, it looks like we lost just for a second. It'll catch up. We are at 202 members for our Facebook group now, so woohoo! Anyway, but if you go to !Facebook, there's a bunch of these charts there if you want to try those out. So we've got that one, but what I also have that seems to come in handy is a Artisa versus Prismacolor comparison chart. So I have like all the Artisas in the middle, and then I went through and swatched them and found the ones that matched it best. So like here's the Prismacolor and here's the Artisa. So if you're interested, there's Liz. Here comes the Rooster. There you go, Victoria. So yeah, we've got lots of color charts in there, and there's loads of different ones. I mean, my book here is pretty thick, but there's even more in there that I don't even have. Oh my, I still didn't get my comparison charts. I couldn't do it. Oh, that's okay. Thanks, Jobette. Yeah, it was pretty exciting. I looked at it, I was like, oh, I've been thinking about grabbing another one of my coloring sheets and like putting a new PDF in the files for like celebration. You know, here we go. Every 100 members, we get a new coloring page. That could work, right? All right. Let's see. Where were we here? I saw the Facebook group numbers. Nice. Group is great. I know, right? Very exciting, actually. Before I zoom in, we're gonna try out some of these little sharpeners that I have. See if maybe they work a tad better. Actually, it'd probably be better if I did that upside down, huh? Oh, look at that. Nice and sharp. All right. Here, make it so you can at least see here. One of these days I'll get one that does an autofocus. In the meantime, this works. 203! There we go. Yes, please? Okay, yeah, maybe we could do that. Something oddly satisfying about seeing all of that pop right out the top. There we go. Oh, that's nice and sharp, isn't it? It makes a world of difference. I think I might have these pencils. Are they the same ones that come with the Johanna Bassford Magical Jungle, or am I imagining it? I don't know if they come with it. I know these are the pencils that Johanna promoted for quite a long time. It does, Donna. Thank you. Yeah, amazingly, like, it was really stiff the first day, and then I woke up the next day and it was just a little bit sore. So it knocked itself out pretty quick. So I was pleased, but thank you for asking. I just made 200 subbies yesterday. Oh, awesome. But yes, thank you for asking. I am feeling much better. And I was sitting in just kind of a cushioned folding chair before. I don't know if you can see, like, I'm moving now because I finally got myself an office chair. Woohoo! And now I'm spinning. Oh, Sarah, thank you so much. Can we get some cheers in chat for Sarah tonight for her donation, or for her super chat? Thank you so much, Sarah. That is so wonderful. You know, everything, all of your support and everything makes it so that this channel can continue and grow. And I'm expecting some fun changes within the next month or so. I think it's going to be great. Thank you so much, Sarah. You're amazing. Thank you, thank you. Let's see, Kimmy, can you do the link for the Facebook group, or can anybody do it? Yeah, it's just !Facebook. And yeah, anybody can do it. Anybody can have access to that. Thank you so much, Sarah. You're amazing. Thank you, thank you. All right, so we're gonna start with number 29. Seriously, oh, you made my night, Sarah. Thank you. I keep looking up. I love that little orange box. All right. Oh, I think you misspelled Instagram, Kimmy. Right, Rochelle? That is so generous. She's so nice. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get these little flowers done. There you go, Beth Ben. You're never late. You arrive precisely when you mean to. See, I always feel a little bit rusty if I haven't come to a page. It's actually one of the reasons I specifically... Oh, look at that little broken nib. We'll fix that. I specifically left this page, or left a few little things, because I know it's always kind of nice to warm up a little bit, you know? Okay, hopefully that will be a tad better there. So you always know, okay, this is a sign that it's a nice sharp sharpener when it comes off in one strip. I actually did a whole post one time on knowing whether or not you needed to replace your blade or your sharpener. I bet. But yeah, this is a sign that you have a real nice real nice sharpener. If it's like eating up your pencil a lot and just kind of crumbling as it's going along, then that means that it's pretty dull. All right, let's try that again. Right, Tyler? Isn't Sarah wonderful? Great way to start off the night. You know, Jim, because there was that space for some reason, I when I glanced up, I read it as, "Hi, Kim, and my Rochelle." Next thing you know, you're gonna bust out into that song. What was it, from Seinfeld? Rochelle, Rochelle. You know, Bette Midler and Kramer and everything. You just bought a Coon with extra blades? I haven't tried the Coon. I'll have to try it. Well, we're just going to get these little flowers done, and then we're going to dive into our little nighttime background here. And then number 25. Hi, Mia. Patricia, did I miss you? I feel like I might have missed you. Did I miss you coming in, Patricia? Okay, well, if I did, I'm so sorry, Patricia. Hello, Patricia. No worries, Mia. I think mine's a tad choppy tonight, too, but it'll smooth out. There we go. Sounds good, Cheryl. Have a great night. Get some rest. Miranda, it's so much better now, thank you. No more pain, but it'll take a little while for the gums to completely heal and the bone graft to harden enough for an implant. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, Sarah, definitely. Oh, did I miss Loretta? Hi, Loretta! Saved from watching anatomy classes. There you go. All right, there we go. That was number 25. All right, now we're going to use number 43. And it's crazy when we're going to switch to the sky because we're going to switch to a completely different color palette. Okay, that was number 10. And then actually I'm realizing we used a little bit of brown up at the top and I want to keep them as uniform as possible. So we are going to grab number 76. Give this a little sharpen here. There we go. Loretta says, howdy, howdy. All right, so number 76. There we go, just a tad bit of shading. Tamara says, just posted your group for Facebook on my wall. Your group of mine, I have nearly 3,000 people. I told them tell you I sent that. Aw, thanks, Tamara. Sarah says, well, unfortunately, I do still have a lot more work needing to be done, but hopefully I won't have to experience that last mess up again. Oh, definitely. Oh, they're just Staedtlers, not Ergosoft? Yeah, there's definitely a difference. There's definitely a difference. Do they have the triangular barrel, Victoria? Thank you for that, Tamara. You're so sweet. All right, there we go. Just a little simple there. Here, we can zoom out. You can see a bit. There we go. See, you got those right up there. So now we're going to go up and we're just going to do these ones here. And then we are going to tackle our night sky because I think that is what everybody is waiting for. Go, get a drink real quick. Yeah, I think they make most of them with triangular barrels. I just couldn't quite remember. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, because I'm not entirely sure. I've been thinking about these like the whole time, and I'm not entirely sure what these are. So we're just going to kind of roll with it. I think they might be little pods for the bigger pink flowers. So I think what we're going to do is like do this in like green and stuff, and then maybe do maybe some pink there. So we're going to do the little poppies first, get those done. Oh, thanks, Chai. Yeah, we'll do all the, Kimmy or Mia can do approvals, or if not, I'll do approvals after stream as well. So you can start posting away. We're using number 29 right now. Emily, is there a link we can go to in order to replay your videos? I've been looking all over for the flamingo and the butterfly. It should just be directly in my YouTube videos. So if you go to my YouTube channel specifically, and then go to the tab that says videos. Why am I lagging so bad tonight? Do I have something else up? Let me close this. Don't have any other tabs up. It's just a laggy night. It doesn't say I'm skipping frames. Anyway, but yeah, if you just go to my YouTube channel. In fact, let me do something for you real quick. One sec. 1 second. Okay, videos. You said you're looking for the flamingos and the butterfly? Yeah, so just go to my main YouTube page and then click on videos, and then it'll have a list there. You may need to click for live videos, but it should all be listed under there. Let's see. Of course, Miranda, Sarah Jeannie. Oh, Sarah Jimmy, there you go. Yes, they're little buds for the pink flowers. You got it. Okay, perfect. Or they're fruit. Yeah, no worries, Chai. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, I guess YouTube, I just put to be subscribed to the channel. I guess I figured because we were on the YouTube channel, but like, yeah, just looked up images. Little pods are the fruit of the cactus. Oh, really? What color are they supposed to be, Donna? I mean, I guess it doesn't say we have to color it the way they're supposed to be, because I think in reality, these flowers should be much more bright red rather than pink, but I wanted to do pink. Let's make sure that's centered. Using number 25 now. They're the color of reds to the same color of the little flowers. Oh, okay, perfect. Well, then there we go. That makes it easy. The tops are cream to yellow and the bottoms are red. Oh, okay, yeah, we could do that. I guess since we kind of do the yellow on the top anyway, then yeah, it is pretty similar to these little poppies. That's true. That's true, Mia. I wonder what that fruit tastes like. I mean, in real life, I wonder if this fruit is edible. Or if there's like an animal that eats it, you know? Like a cactus fruit. All right, let's grab number 5. Number 50. That's what my grandma loves so much, the prickly cactus fruit. Oh, okay, so it is a human edible thing. All right, and then we're gonna use number 10 and number 76. The equivalents are, yes, it's edible. Okay, cool. I wonder if anybody's ever made like a prickly cactus pie. Like, could you make pie out of it? Is it the kind of fruit that you could make like preserves or desserts? The cactus is edible as well. Yeah, and I seem to remember they've got quite a bit of water in them as well. Okay, so number 5, Prismacolor equivalent is 908. Artiso equivalent is number 41. Number 50, Prismacolor equivalent is 913. Artiso equivalent is number 42. And then same thing before, number 10, Prismacolor equivalent is 915. Artisa is 28. And for number 76, Prismacolor equivalent is number 946 and 118. Way I figure it is if anybody's rewatching it wants those, they can always pause them and go back. Yes, they make cactus jelly and candy out of it. Oh, interesting. Tamara says, I have a question to ask for anyone that can answer it. May I ask how you can tell where your light source is when as blind as I am, I have light coming from every direction when I color to see it? So for the most part, I have to say, if I'm perfectly honest, I don't follow a hard and fast rule of like, oh, all my light's coming from the left. You ask any professional artist and they will say, choose the direction in which your light is coming and then, you know, stick with that. So you can see I've created shadow where I believe that it should be like for the base of the flowers. You know, it's kind of dark all the way around. A lot of my shadow falls where it's like underneath something. And then my light spots kind of tend to fall in the middle. So I think just naturally I have an instinct that just all of my lighter stuff tends to stay more to the left than it does the right. I mean, kind of like with this little poppy down here. But honestly, you just choose a direction and then just remember, oh, I want my lighter side on the left. They sell the cactus slices in stores when it's been canned. Interesting. I feel like this is something I need to like put on a bucket list. Thanks for that, Kimmy. You know, to try, but you know, at some point in my life. All right, so let's sharpen this up. Wow, I just checked out all the color charts. Thank you for your time and effort in those. I'll definitely print them out tomorrow. Oh yeah, no worries, Chai. Please tell me colors again. Someone distracted me. We are doing number 5, number 50, number 76, and number 10. So 5, 50, 76, and 10. Get these sharpened up real quick. Yeah, and then there's blank ones in there too, Chai, for like the ones where I maybe, you know, don't have all those pencils or numbers in. Look at that. See, isn't that just oddly satisfying just in one long strip? It's like if you can peel an apple in one long strip. I mean, I can't do that, but I've heard that some people can. That people's not me, but still. Be very cool. The fresh cactus is good. I've never ate canned ones. Right, Emily, I was watching someone on YouTube about light being in the middle. Yeah, see? That's what I tend to gravitate towards. I don't, I'm not too much of a stickler for it because, I mean, I don't know. Big part of it is art is subjective, and nobody's going to come in and tell you, like, wow, you colored that terribly. You got that all wrong. Like, aw, thanks, Shannon. You know, so I tend to not think too difficult about it. See, my instinct actually was to start my darker one here, even though I did lighter there. All right, we're using number 5 right now. Like anytime I've not followed, like, oh, all my light comes from the left, or all my right comes from the, you know, light comes from the right. It's not like I've looked back and, well, that was a hot mess, you know. I just sort of roll with it. So honestly, as long as you're adding your depth and you're using multiple different colors, it's gonna come out looking nice. I wouldn't worry too much about making sure that, you know, it's perfectly all, you know, the way it needs to be. You know what I mean? Aw, thanks, Mia. Yes, ma'am, I have old sets of Spectrum Noir blendable pencils. The very first sets. Oh, that's cool. Very nice. My only pencil claim to fame is that I have some of the highly coveted metallic pencils that Prismacolor no longer carries. And I don't really use them because, truth be told, they're not that great, but I also don't use them because they're hard to find. Like, I have a bunch that I haven't sharpened. I don't know what my plan is to do with them, but, you know. Right, it's your pick. It's your pencils. If you want to color a purple bird with hot pink stripes, then that's your prerogative. Exactly, exactly. That would drive me insane, but would look cool. All right, and number 50. I really want to make a cactus fruit pie now. It's so funny. So I have filters on YouTube to, you know, block out any kind of profanity. And every time somebody mentions ordering something from Dick Blick, a thing pops up and I have to approve it. Because it's, you know, it could be taken as a dirty word. As it is, whenever I mention that store, I like, my instinct is I just want to call it the Blick store because I just feel like I shouldn't be saying it. I'm using number 10, by the way. It's like, who came up with that name? Did they think, oh yeah, this is the name for us. This is what we go with. I'm going back over with number 50. Just to soften that edge just a little bit. Sometimes with sets, they discontinue, can't get replacements. Oh, exactly. See, I'd love to go to one of their stores. Do they have as many, like, single pencil selections in their actual stores as they do online? Oh, yeah, for that one, Loretta, I do have to kind of train my brain a little bit. Like when I did the blue ones, or, yeah. It makes me not want to get them. The razor. Seriously? Seriously? That's his name? Oh my gosh. He must hate his parents. Their new name when they bought at Utrecht, they dropped the D part, so it's Blick, but the website still has the D part, as you know. See, I'm cool with calling it the D store. Or the Blick store. Not the D store. Oh my gosh. See, it's messing with me now. The Blick store. The Blick store. I mean, I can't be the only one that just feels an uncomfortableness when I say it. In my store, they have tons. See, I would love that. Like, I would love to be able to go and get the singles. Mia, they have new policy. If you buy 5 or 6 refills for Copics, they will only be $6 each. Oh, nice. All right, we're going to use the same colors that we used on the poppies. So 29, 25, 43, and 10. So for those of you that have eaten it, the cactus fruit, is it like really sweet, or is it like more tart, like sweet like an apple, or is it like, I wouldn't think that it'd be sour like a citrus. You know, like a strawberry is sweet, but it can be tart, you know, a little bit. I'm really curious. Mary says, oh my god, my hubby hates the name of DB store, but I made the mistake the other day and told a friend of mine about it. Their store and accidentally called, oh no! I never realized what I said until hubby, he said, you know what you said, right? Oh my goodness, Tamara, that's hilarious. Oh, it tastes bland, really? Interesting. I wonder if there are any animals that like it's their thing, you know, like they really enjoy eating it. Almost there. There we go. Okay, let's zoom on out now, because we are ready to get started. There's a grocery store chain here who's owned by a man named Harry. Oh, really? Oh, you gotta wonder what their parents were thinking. Who knows? Maybe his name's actually Harold and he thought it'd be funny to switch to Harry, but still. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? All right, so now we are going to dive into our background. Right before we do that, we're going to go over these real quick. No, we're going to go over the white ones when we get to the white point. We're going to dive into our night sky first, okay? Oh, you live in southern Arizona. Okay, perfect. Oh my gosh, Jo Beth, how are you handling this heat right now? You have just got to be baking there. Our DB store isn't as big as I wish, so the separate color pencils I can't find there, I order on their site. Okay, there you go. See, I hate doing the order because you have to pay shipping. Okay, so we're going to get our darkest blues here. So I have number 33. How could a parent hate their... I know, right? I mean, we put a lot of thought into our kids' names. I mean, we hummed and hawed about it for months before we finally settled on it. I mean... anything that could potentially, you know, get them made fun of at school. I'm just like, no, I don't want to do that. But can you imagine? Like, that's just terrible. All right, so number 33, number 3. We'll go over these numbers again because we've got to do the equivalents anyway. We're going to get number 6. We are going to get number 61. Let's see, what else? Let's do... number 35, and just so we can have a lighter one in the mix, let's do number 30. Now I'm pulling these out because this is what I'm kind of imagining in my head. We may or may not end up using all of these, so we're going to do a night sky kind of galaxy-ish style one, Kimmy, but we're not going to do the moon. I decided that a moon is going to be a bit too much here. We're just going to do a night sky with some stars and such. Aw, thanks, Kenny. Jabez says, don't go outside much. Too hot. Additionally, I'm still recovering from surgery. Yeah, that's totally understandable. I mean, we were up over the hundreds this week. Like, we got up to 105, and I'm just like, yeah, outside is not my thing right now. All right, we're also going to grab our black, which is number 9, as well as, just in case we need it, number 8. Okay? So... we have number, let's get our chart here, and we will just go through them and do our equivalents while we're at it, okay? All right, so we have number 33, which is here. All right, so Prismacolor equivalent of number 33 is 902. Arteza equivalent is number 32. Okay. Then we have number 6. Prismacolor equivalent is 932. Arteza equivalent is 88. Then we have number 61. Prismacolor equivalent is 995. Arteza equivalent is number 86. Then we have number 8 here. Prismacolor equivalent is 1054. Thanks, Kimmy. Yeah, 105 today. Yeah, that's what we've got around here, too. Although, I have to say, it finally started raining this evening, and we had a little bit of a thunderstorm, so it finally cooled it off. It was much nicer. So yeah, number 8, the Prismacolor equivalent is 1054. Arteza is number 23. Then we have number 3, which is up here. Prismacolor equivalent is 133. Arteza equivalent is number 70. Then we have number 9. Prismacolor equivalent is 1067. And Arteza equivalent is number 12. Yay, rain! I know, right? We were all so excited. Hi, Ariane. Welcome. We are just getting ready to start our background here, so you're just in time. All right, so number 30. Prismacolor equivalent is 904. And Arteza equivalent is number 68. And then lastly, we have number 35. The Prismacolor equivalent is 992, and the Arteza equivalent is number 44. Okay? So, now we've got those. I'm going to move this for just a sec while we get these sharpened up real quick. Okay? There we go. Might as well put that in focus so you guys have something to look at while I sharpen these. There we go. I was glad I found this little handheld one. It's so nice and sharp. Oh, except that one broke. I think it was weak to begin with. There we go. Little lid coming out. Let's try that again, shall we? And I know you're supposed to turn the sharpener, but like I physically can't wrap my brain around that. So I just try to be careful and try not to wiggle. Look at that. Look at that nice long strip. Isn't that nice? I try not to wiggle it too much when I do this. There we go. Nice and sharp. And look at that. That's cool. A sign of a nice sharp pencil sharpener. Was in the 60s over the weekend. Warmed up again. Oh my gosh. If it was in the 60s here, oh my goodness, can you imagine? That would be insane. I think people would think that there was some sort of apocalypse happening if it got to 60. Imagine if we woke up and it was 60 degrees outside. Oh, it'd be a miracle. I mentioned I don't like the Texas heat. 60s at night. Oh. Is that a comb sharpener? You know, it's not, Victoria. To be perfectly honest, I have no idea what it is. I think it's just one of those kind of cheapo ones that happen to come in a pack one day. I need to replace the blade on my Staedtler Sharpener. And yeah, this is just, it's got a little symbol here. But yeah, it's not a comb one. This is just, yeah, I don't think it's anything special. It's just a sharpener. I think one of its big selling points is that it's got a nice sharp blade on it. That makes all the difference in the world when you're trying to sharpen pencils, you know? So yeah, I was just in my desk thinking, oh man, I don't have any new blades. So I was just like, okay. Same, I cannot sharpen a pencil that way. I've always turned the pencil. Exactly, exactly. I can't. I mean, I think I do pretty good. You know, we're not wiggling it too much. But, yeah. Go. And last one. But it's doing the trick, that's for sure. Normally I do it upside down, but I like watching the little pencil shavings coming out. And this, all of this right here, yeah, it does a little bit, doesn't it? But yeah, I think it was just a little one that came in some sort of stationery pack at some point, but it works. But all this little pencil dust, this is why I chose to move my page. It was 100 plus today. It made our power go out for a while. Oh man, the weather's so weird. I have a really sore throat and my itchy ears. Oh no! All right, let's get all that out of here. We are gonna get started. I think this is what everybody has been waiting for here. All right, so we have got, mine are just decorations, so they don't need sharp. Mia, you crack me up. So yeah, we've got 8 different pencils here, okay? And we are gonna give this a shot. I kind of have it in my head what we want to do. I'll be honest, I haven't practiced or anything, but I think we are just gonna roll with it and it is going to work. All right, so I'm gonna leave it zoomed out like this so we can see the entire thing. Maybe once we really get going, I might zoom in so you can see some of the strokes a little bit closer, but I wanna be able to have this whole thing in frame here. All right, so we are gonna start with our darkest blue, okay? Now, I'm gonna go with, it is directly night. It's not sunsetting, because if you look at any other sunset picture, it's like lighter on the bottom, but we just kind of have a ring here. We're not looking at a landscape. So let me make sure we're nice and in focus here. Thanks, Mia. So we are just gonna imagine this as we're just looking at a night sky. There's no sun in this, there's no sunset, there's no sun rising. Yes, yes. Oh, definitely, Tamara. I can replace that for sure. It's just that these Staedtler ones, because I have blade replacements, I just need to get them. Donna sent me the link the other day. I just haven't done it. I just have to order these specific ones because you can see, as soon as it focuses, right here, you see these little plastic nubs? They cut into this. So unless you have the specific Staedtler blades, you can't replace these. You can't just put in the standard ones, because if you look here, thanks, Rochelle. These are a completely different shape. So these are the kind of blades that I have. I do not have the ones that go in the Staedtler. So you have to buy specific blades for it. So I can take it out easy enough. I just got to get the right blades. Like I said, Donna sent me the link. I just haven't gotten around to ordering them yet. Oh wait, what did you, I missed that. You can use that to help take out the razor and scrape the back of the razor to make the blade sharper again. Oh, I didn't think about the scraping it. Yeah, I have a knife sharpener in the kitchen. I could maybe try that too. Okay. All right. So we are going to start with number 33, okay? And I think we're just going to start on maybe what be the darkest points here. So let's just start here. And I'm using a light hand because we can go over this a few times. Yeah, I got that. Sorry, there's a delay a little bit sometimes. And so we, I will catch up and then, oh, can you put that link in the Facebook group? Oh, there you go, there you go. Yeah, it was just an Amazon link. To sharpen a graphite pencil to help a dull blade. Oh, I didn't know that, Victoria. I'll have to try that. All right, so we're just gonna start light here. And it's really gonna stand out because we haven't used blue like really on anything else in here. You have the same sharpener, knee blades. There you go. Yeah, you could probably do like a, you know, Staedtler Sharpener replacement braids or some blades, not braids, replacement braids. Oh my. Maybe we can zoom in just a little bit. Now, for those of you who are just coming in, we're working on a galaxy background for our desert bird page here. I'll just get the link from the messenger when I send it to Emily and post on Facebook. There you go. Laura, welcome. We're working on our galaxy sky here for our bird page. How are you, Laura? Caught your watercolor video. That was awesome. Watercolors are like something that I can use, but not something that I am immensely confident on. There's definitely still a lot more that I have to learn about them. Oh, nice, Laura. Now you can relax. Oh, out of frame. All right, see, this is why I need to stay out. All right, we're gonna keep it zoomed out here because I do not want to do that again. Not when we're doing such a big space. So I apologize. Oh, cool, Tamara. We'll have to check that out. So I'm using this darkest blue on all of the areas that are going to be our darkest spot. Yes, and color, there you go. Zooming, yep. And we'll probably go back over in some of these corners with like the darker black or gray. Okay, so I'm definitely wanted to see this and we'll come back to watch. I gotta go to sleep. 5 a.m. comes early. Sounds good, Chai. Thanks for hanging out. Turn this a bit here. Essentially what we're doing is we're kind of framing it right now. There we go. It's always fun though when you first start out and you see it starting to take shape just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna slide over. I don't want to forget to do this side over here. Like I said, we're just kind of adding in our dark blues here. We're going to be doing lots of layers. Also, I know I've said it before too, but I don't really plan this too much beforehand. I do sort of, as far as how exactly, you know, where I want to place everything and how I want it to look. I kind of just, you know, let it go as we go along. A big part of the reason I do this is because, as we've seen before, when I've had hiccups or mess ups or anything, I like being able to show you how I fix them too. And also, you know, it helps to show that not everything is, you know, the perfect picture that it comes out to be. You know what I mean? All right. So let's see. Let's go ahead and start diving in with some other colors. Well, that was weird. My computer just restarted after I set it to do so at 10:30 p.m. Darn thing. I'm back. Hi, Jo Beth. All right, let's see. Now we're going to use our number 3. Okay. We're going to start adding in a tad more here. And just light layers. Light layers will make it easier to blend all of the colors together when you start adding in the different variations. As you can see, these blues are pretty similar. But they are still a tad different. Yeah, this blue is really gonna pop up against all these reds and greens here too. Hi, Joe Beth. Welcome back. Oh, thanks, Rochelle. Yeah, I try to mix up the playlist every now and then. I like to think it kind of helps fill the silence a little bit when there's either not anything to say or I'm concentrating. Victoria. Backgrounds can be incredibly intimidating. I find that backgrounds are simpler with Prismacolors because they blend easier and they're more forgiving. So when you're using something that, although yes, it's a soft pencil, but maybe that doesn't blend as well as Prismacolor, it can be incredibly intimidating. All right, so now I'm using number 35. So especially with something like this, the key is just lots of light layers. And we're almost using the same kind of technique that we did on our fish. But rather than going all, you know, straight vertically down, we're going to be kind of mixing it together. And I know it looks really light now, but it will all come together, trust me. It's better to start out light because it will be easier to blend your other colors than it is to just jump in with something real heavy, you know what I mean? And I'm kind of coloring it on the side here so that I can be sure to get some nice soft colors instead of some harsh lines. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and use, you know what I also want to bring in? We're also going to grab our other light purple as well. Number 62. The equivalence for that is, this is 62. Prismacolor equivalent is 956. Arteza equivalent is 109. So I want to bring in this light one too. So let's sharpen this real quick. Where's my arm? Yay. Actually, I was going to jump in with that dark purple, but I want to start in with the lighter one. So we're using number 62 right now. And it's actually, this is kind of a good time to practice a background just because it's a smaller space, you know, we're not covering an entire, you know, 10 by 10. It's nice and small. I know it's a little bit hard to see because we're going real light, but like I said, we are going to darken it. Okay, I just want to get a little bit of that purple everywhere. All right, now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take our number 30 and we're going to fill in the rest of this white space, okay? Real lightly. We don't want any harsh lines. And like I said, I'm using the side of the pencil. Okay. All right. Fill in this little white area here. All right, now we're going to go back in with our dark blue again, okay? our number 33. And this time around, we're going to go a little bit darker. And now that we kind of know, by doing a nice light layer, you've sort of placed all of your colors where you want them to go. Okay, so now we're not pressing really hard, and you can kind of gauge, be like, okay, so if I, you know, only go lightly, I'm not laying down much ink, or not ink, pigment. But if you can gauge by how much you're pressing, by how much more dark your color is here. So I'm still pressing lightly, but I'm pressing dark enough to make some of that extra pigment show up. Okay, getting right along those feathers there. It sounds really good right now. Kolache. I should make kolaches tomorrow. Got some bacon at the store this week. Pardon me if anybody is vegetarian, I apologize. But I'm gonna make some bacon and cheese kolaches. I think that sounds good. There we go. Okay, adding a bit more of that dark blue. Turn this a tad here. This a tad. I keep turning it because I want a comfortable angle for my hand, because I find that if I like had to turn like this, I'd be more likely to accidentally put a hard streak. So I turn it so that my hand is at its most comfortable, so I can have the most control over the pencil that I possibly can. Okay. Turn it back this way. We're gonna add some here. Here, getting that a little bit darker. All right, now we're gonna grab our, once this video is done, I have banana bread to make, and while in the oven, start my pasta for dinner. Oh, I'm coming to your house, Tamara. That sounds great. All right, we're gonna use number 3. Not quite sure how many layers we'll have ended up doing by the end of this, but we shall see. Yeah, I think it's actually like coloring with Vicky or something, right? I could see how that could get confusing. Okay. All right, now we're gonna grab our number 35. Okay, press a little bit harder, bring some of these other blues in here. Okay. bit here. All right. Now I want to go, there are a lot of lures. Now we're going to go in with number 6, okay? This is that darker purple. Pressing a little bit harder. I love it when I say hi, Laura, and I'm not talking to myself. That's hilarious. Yeah, it definitely takes a light hand on it, and then you can lighten it as you go along. Or, sorry, you can get heavier as you go along. So you start out going real light, and then as you add more layers, you can press a little bit harder. Because you can see here, I'm like, you know, my thumb's a little bit white. Like, I'm gripping it pretty well. I wish there was some sort of thing, like, I could put under the paper so you could, like, gauge the actual, like, pressure sensitivity on here. That'd be neat. Somebody should invent that. All right, one of you invent that. No, I'm just kidding. All right, now to kind of gauge where we want to build up the dark blue a little bit more, we're actually going to go ahead and add in some of this black. Now, very lightly, okay? Emphasize very lightly, because a little bit of black goes a long way. All right, so start out right along the edge so you can kind of see how much black is going to lay down. You don't want to do a ton, okay? This darkness is what's going to differentiate this blue from a night sky to a daytime sky. Do they really? I mean, I have a Wacom tablet. Is that something that I could put underneath and it would gauge the sensitivity? Okay. He said as long as I don't answer myself, it's okay. I told him, oh, then I'm in trouble. There you go. Yeah, because I have a Wacom tablet. But I didn't know if there was a way to gauge sensitivity. I suppose for it to even be helpful to anybody, they'd have to know what that sensitivity means too. All right. I have one too, but I believe it only measures the pressure of the pen. Ah, okay, yeah. I talk to my cat. My boyfriend always laughs when I do because he said my voice goes up an octave when I talk to him. Of course it does. But they could use that sensor to invent a new one. That would be very cool. Can you imagine what that would do for, like, informational wise? Like, it's okay, I used, you know, pressure sensitivity number 32.4, you know? And then people could, like, test that out at home and, like, press down. Laura, have you seen... I've seen it around on Instagram. Oh, Donna says, okay, Staedtler replacement plates, link posted on Emily's Facebook recover. It's for the USA. At least you can see what they are. The 4-pack is the smallest. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Donna. Laura, have you seen that new pencil where you could take any pen or pencil and you slide this ring around it and then you can draw directly onto the computer from that? Have you seen that around? I always thought that that was really cool. I just don't know how accurate it would be. Yeah, I don't use mine as much anymore. I have an iPad Pro now, and so that's definitely my default because I can get such nice, clean images from that, and it's just like drawing directly on paper. That's fair. That's fair. Well, Laura, what's your process then when you draw your coloring pages? Do you hand draw them and scan them in and clean them up that way, or what's your quickest way to do it? Because I found now, like before, that's what I would do is I would draw them in, scan it in, and then I would clean it up. But I just can't bring myself to go back to that now that I've started drawing on the iPad, because drawing on the iPad just like cuts out so much of that work that it takes to clean up an image. Not to mention, like, you know, the erasing's much easier. Like, it just seems cleaner all around to be able to do it that way. Oh, sorry, by the way, I'm using number 8, the gray. You scan them in? Okay. So how much post-production cleanup do you use graphite on paper? So you don't go back over it with ink? Well, I guess I've seen your drawings. No, it looks more like graphite. How much post-production cleanup do you usually have to do? Like to get rid of, you know, pencil smudges or dust or, you know, whatever dust happened to be on your scanner. Then you get a softer, nicer blend. There you go. All right. So now that we've had that black on there, we're going to grab our 33 again. I do erase stray marks and stuff though digitally. Okay. See, I just found that that was almost too tedious for me. I was just like, I wanted to draw directly in the iPad so that, you know, it was all digital and clean up. Then I could work on layers or whatever else. I don't know, maybe I've just gotten too lazy. No ink, I erased too much. Oh, there you go. See, because my process would be, I would draw it in pencil on a larger size, and then I would trace it over in ink, and then I would then scan that into Photoshop, and then that's where I would clean it up. But it just seemed to take forever. Maybe it's because I was doing the extra tracing and stuff. I'm not sure. Most times I tried to do it very clean. It's not too much. It's not much work. Oh, well, there you go. See, maybe I'm just a messy drawer. All right, we're going back over with that 33 right now. Kind of dragging it out a little bit. It's fun to take a stock pic of a model with their permission and turn them into a magical fairy or evil angel. Oh yeah, that'd be so much fun. I like using my Wacom tablet when I do photo manipulations in Photoshop. Oh, there you go. I draw it at a similar size, but mostly print it usually at 9x12. Okay, there you go. There's definitely a different feel to it when it's hand-drawn, for sure. Like, I can tell, definitely. All right, now we're going to go ahead and grab our number 35. I'm going to start adding some color kind of behind the head just a bit. What color alarm are you working on, Laura? Are you doing that HK5 one? I think that one's wrapping up, isn't it? Now, one of the things you can do if you really want to, you can always grab your white color pencil. Keep in mind, it will lighten it, but you could grab your white Prismacolor color pencil to help blend all these in if you want it really nice and creamy. All right, we're gonna grab 30. We're gonna fill in a bit more of this white space here. I'm going to wait to get a new iPad Pro when the new 2020s come out. I'll get a deal on a 2019 if they have one. I don't even know what mine is. I definitely got an older generation one. I mean, that's a lot to drop on, you know, just a single thing. But I got like an older one and a slightly smaller 9.7. I opted to get an older one because I really wanted the pencil. So to keep it all within budget, because the pencil itself is like 100, I think. All right, so we're going to do another layer because I want to darken it up just a bit more. So we are going to go ahead and grab our black. Gotta run. Hubby seems to think I'm starving him. Catch y'all later. Have a great night. Sounds good, Tamara. Yours is 2018? I don't know what mine is. I don't think it's 2018. Might be 2017 or 2016. But you know, they all come updated with all the newest stuff. So it's just like, I don't know. It was definitely something I was okay with compromising on just because I was like, well, it's going to come updated with the most recent software anyway. So it's just like, well, we'll just roll with it. I mean, in reality, I probably could have gone for like a 10-inch or something or, you know, whatever the next size up was. But I was like, I can live with a 9.7. If it means I get to have one, I will get a 9.7. You can see we're just building up lots of layers here. I pressed a little bit too hard on that one. It's okay, we'll make it work. All right, we're gonna grab 33. Oh, nice, Donna. That'll be great. Hi, Abby. Welcome. Okay, we're gonna grab our purple again. V number 6. I'm gonna press a little bit harder this time. Don't be afraid to take your time to build up those layers also. Okay. Now, we brought out this pink. We're gonna use a little bit of the pink too. So it's number 61. Okay. Break time for a bit before my eyes go fuzzy. There you go, Loretta. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of that pink over here. I'm coloring cat and pencil iPad on my lap. Oh, perfect, Abby. All right. Let's see. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our... Thanks, Rochelle. We're going to grab our number 35. Thank you, Abby. We're working on it here. Lots of little layers, to be sure. Oh, thanks, Laura. I just want to make sure that I get enough, like I know that it's subtle, but I want to make sure that I get enough variation in some of these colors that it doesn't totally disappear once we add the stars, you know? I think we're going to make one more round. Not necessarily with the black, maybe with blue, because I really want to darken some of these edges just a tad more. Just a tad though. So we're going to grab our number 33. Okay. I'm going to go at it in these corners where the black is just a bit more. Really try and make this pop a bit, you know? Retta says, I'm so glad the full body portrait, at least the half body portrait, is of someone I find pleasantly personality-wise, and they're definitely easy on the eyes. When it's someone like that, it's so nice. There you go. Press in a little bit harder, get some of that darker blue coming out. Aw, thanks, Kimmy. I know I get so... I'm maybe not as chatty as I usually am, as I get so wrapped up in what I'm doing here. I'm concentrating, trying to think of my next move, like, okay, where do I want my next color to go? And where do I want that pressure to be, you know? Aw, thanks, Abby. Loretta says, I have no idea what made me start working on that tonight as late as it is. Plus, I'll probably need redone on large paper. Gotta go AFK for you. Blood sugar is low. Must eat. Take care of that. Sounds good, Jobeth. Okay. Hopefully that's translating well. It looks darker to me in real life than it is here, but we'll see how it translates. See more of this darker blue in here. Okay, let's see. I guess we're already kind of zoomed out, aren't we? Let's see. What do we want to add? What do we want to add? Thanks, Kimmy. Let's grab some of this blue here. Number 30. Okay. Blend some of these areas just a tad. What does it say? I missed something. It said, yes, do, Jobeth. Nom nom nom, Jobeth. Now I want some chocolate, I think. Oh, right there with you, Laura. Stop, Laura. I've been out of chocolate for days. I've been debating grabbing some peanut butter or cheese and crackers. Oh my god, Donna, how are you still alive? I tasted half a mini Milky Way bar. Girl, you were a survivor. Barely alive. My pinky is still moving, though. There you go. Okay, let's all eat chocolate for Donna. I'll get my dark chocolate and think of you. I was wanting to make a chocolate cake today. I don't know why, but I was just like, I need cake. Wow, Donna, you're incredibly strong. This reminds me I have a cookie in the kitchen, and why should I save that for my son? Nope, it's for me tonight. I'm only a mile away from the store, too. Oh, there you go. We need hashtag chocolate for Donna. One of those hour delivery services, you know? I have mine in hands right now. Perfect. Welcome back, Mia. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll be honest. I think I'm pleased with that level of darkness on there. Let's take a step back here. I'll look at these chords here. And let's kind of look at it as a whole here before we dive in with our whites, huh? Chocolate delivered. There you go. Hashtag chocolate for Donna sounds awesome. We can eat chocolate and guilt-free and support. There you go. Okay, so I think I'm pleased with how dark this is. I know it looks like, if I turn it, you get a little bit more. It's pretty dark. Dark-ish. Dark for Ergosofts. I mean, if you were to press really hard with Ergosofts, you lose that blendability. So I want to leave it at this level of darkness. If you're doing it with yours, looks like a portrait background, there you go. If you're doing it yours, you can feel free to experiment with more dark colors, but I think I want to leave it as how it is. Maybe when I get back home, we'll make a daytime of it and grab lunch too. There you go. Finally done with work and back on. I don't know what you guys talking about, except that I really want chocolate. Oh, SpongeBob, you're funny. So yeah, I think we're going to leave it with how dark it is now. And then what we're going to go and do is we're going to go ahead and add our stars, okay? So to do that, we're going to first talk a little bit about what we can use to make our stars, okay? Paper towel here. So let's make sure we're nice and zoomed in here, or focused. All right, there we go. Thanks, Rochelle. Okay, so I have 3 different Posca pens that can be used. Obviously, we're not going to want to use the big bulky one, but I know a lot of people wonder about the different sizes too. Yeah, I had to learn that blendability from you, Emily, concerning Ergosoft. I like them now that I know how to use them. Exactly. Yeah, you can go darker. Honestly, part of me is just not brave to. So I like to shake them up just a little bit to make sure they're nice and blended. If you have a new nib, you have to press down with it to make sure that the white comes through. But what we're going to do is, this is the, it says 1.8, here. Doesn't say anything right now because you can't see it. There you go. Okay, so you can see this says 1.8 to 2.5 millimeters, okay? So we're going to draw a line there. That's that one. We're going to zoom in and focus this, okay? There we go. All right. So that is that one. This is, like I said, the 1.8 to 2.5, okay? Pardon me while I nosh on Trader Joe's dark chocolate peanut butter cups. Ah, Laura! So that is a second layer. You can see just a single layer. There we go. Now that the ink's coming through, you can see it's kind of soaking into the paper too, so it kind of just depends on what you have. This is a gray tone sketch paper. So this is the 1.8 to 2.5 millimeter, and this is the biggest one that I have found. Okay, so there's that one. That is the large one. All right. Now we have the medium one here, which is 0.9 to 1.3. There you go. I'm hopping in the car now, Laura. Stream's over. Going to Laura's for chocolate. All right. So as you can see, it's pretty light right now. So what I do sometimes to get that ink kind of, ooh, see? This is why I make mistakes. And this is why you practice on paper that's not your image. So that was a bit much. We're just going to dab that up. That's also why I have a paper towel here. So practice with it before you put it on your actual picture. Can you imagine if I put that on the actual picture? All right. That problem solved. All right. So there we go. Now it's flowing out of there a little bit. But you can see it soaks into this particular paper. See, and this is actually one of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of the Posca pens, because it gives you a bit of an uneven amount of ink that comes through, and then once you start going over, then it starts tearing up your paper a little bit, which is what it's doing now. So that one is the medium. This is the, I have that Posca pen, didn't know they did that. I always wanted to ride on a broom like Harry Potter. Oh, me too. Let's see. So this is the 0.9 and to 1.3. Okay. All right. Now this is the fine point one. Okay. You can see it's got a pretty fine nib. All right. So this is the 0.7 millimeters. See, actually, it doesn't do too bad. For some reason, the medium one's having issues. So this one's actually pretty good tonight. So this is 0.7 millimeters. Okay. My Posca ruined a pic on me that had globs of something on it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the fine point, Donna, which is, as you can see, pretty nice. Now you can see it's thinning a little bit, but since I've shook it up, let's see if that improves it. Now, I would not recommend shaking this over your picture because you never know. Let's see, is it going to do it? No. You never know if it's going to like just splurt out. But see, this is a risk also of it soaking into the paper. That being said, if you're doing it over pencil, it may not necessarily soak over it. Alyssa, we're going over the different white tools that we can use to make stars on our galaxy background here, which we have been working on. So before we do the stars, we're talking over what white utensils we can do it. Can't fly drunk without seatbelts. It's the law, Laura. Okay, so those are the Posca pens. Now, there's lots of different gel pens that are out there. This is the Jelly Roll gel pen, which sometimes I'm okay with. This is, what, 08? So you can see it doesn't do too bad as far as showing up on paper. And sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's okay just for the dots. They're pretty small. But one of the issues I have with using the gel pens is that they can clog up, especially if you're using Prismacolor. So I found that they clog up a bit. So if I'm perfectly honest, my go-to, because it's the thing that I trust the most to get me a consistent result, is the Bombay white ink, or really any bottled white ink, but this is the brand that I use. It's India ink. It's got a little dropper in it. You can do one of two things with it. You can use a paintbrush, really fine tip paintbrush like this one, or, see, I think, are these Sakura? Actually, yeah, this is the Sakura. Yeah, it's Sakura Jelly Roll. That's what I'm using, Donna. So yeah, it does okay. It's the Sakura Jelly Roll. That's the one that I'm using. Just wipe on finger. Yeah, it's just when I'm drawing like a long line or something. Anyway, I've just found, now somebody might not be as comfortable with this because it's, you know, bottled ink. You can also use dip pens. Let's see, do I have any dip pens in my drawer here that I can show? Let's see. I might have taken them out. Anyway, but they have dip pens too if you feel more comfortable with that because you can dip it in the ink. So, what I like to do is, honestly, I take this out because I don't really need it. This is if you're wanting to, this is the dropper if you're wanting to, you know, drop it into something, but I take it out and set it somewhere where it won't bleed. All right, let's focus on this part again here. Yeah, glass pens are nice. All right, so I just have my little bottle here and I try not to get the sides of the paintbrush too much. And then I just sort of dab it. I don't know, I know it's hard because I've got, like I said, I wish I had an autofocus, but I sort of dab it there. And then I get such a nice bright white amount. And like I can, you know, dab it a little bit on the side, but you can see in comparison to like even this, the amount of ink that you get down there. So I guess it depends. I want to get some Indian ink someday and some glass pens. Oh yeah, they're super fun. Well, that's the other thing, Mia, too, is you don't necessarily need to hold it over your paper. You can set it off here. Let me zoom out so you can see. You can set it off to the side here and just, you know, dab in your ink, wipe, and then go from there. Now, keep in mind, and you'll see here, I'll zoom back in, you're not going to get perfect little circles. Well, that ink paint over Tombow markers without sinking in, I did a background in black Tombow and tried to put stars over it and had a horrible time getting anything to sit on top of that marker. You know, Lemot, oh, hey, welcome, Lemot. I just realized that is a new name I hadn't seen, so welcome, Lemot. Shell is the best because even saturated red pigments don't bleed into it. Yeah, so let me actually, I'm not sure about whether or not it'll bleed through, but handily enough, is handily a word? I'm making it a word. Handily is a word now. Here, let's grab one of my darkest Tombow brush pens that I have. I only have like the light pastel set of the Tombow brush pens. And let me grab a piece of white paper, not this toned. Actually, you know what? I had some charts here that I misprinted or printed extra of. So this will be a good example of it. Okay. So let's just fill in a slot here and we'll try it. Okay. So let's fill in this blue here. We'll just do this away. This is just standard cards. You can see it's peeling up. Okay, maybe this one isn't the best for it because this is just cardstock here. Let's see, will this work? Yeah, this will work. All right. Like I said, this isn't the best paper for this, but it's white paper that I had close, okay? Try a pink, they bleed the worst. Okay. Yeah, I got a pink here. We'll do 2 different colors here. Okay. Like I said, I don't have the black, but I do have the pastel set. All right, I'm gonna grab my handy little fan here to let it dry. Line Art Layer Assist on Instagram. I just don't have everything standardized. Oh, there you go. Yeah, isn't that a nice blue? All right, I'm gonna use my little fan here just to dry it, because in any situation I would normally let this dry before I add anything else to it. So let's turn that on high here real quick. You can see I've got my little fan here. Because this paper, like I said, this is just cardstock. Hi, Rebel! Oh, first time watching live. Awesome, Rebel. I'm so glad you're here. Have a good night, Tony. Sleep well. All right, make sure this is nice and dry. Pretty dry. The paper's a little bit warped, but I think it'll work fine. All right, so we'll work with that. All right, now we've got our little jar here. Okay, let's zoom in a bit more here. All right, so we're gonna start with just some lines. Okay, we'll do some dots. Okay, and it may be that after it dries, you need to put one more on top. And you can see it is getting a little bit blue. Okay, 2 lines there. So this will be new. We'll find out if it works with the Tombow or not. Okay, let's bring our handy little fan in, let this dry. Miranda, we're testing to see if this ink, before we do our stars, we were testing some ink, but we're testing to see if the ink will bleed through, the Tombow ink lens will bleed through with the bottled ink. Is she? We'll have to check out your stuff, Lemo. Let's see, how is it pronounced? Is it Lemo? Lemont? Lemo Juste? I'm gonna go with Lemo. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Okay, this second line here is dry. So now that we've got a second line and sort of a barrier, because I mean, you're obviously not going to want to put loads of layers on here, especially if you're doing some sort of illustrating. So let's take this second line now that we've got a barrier and see if it absorbs. And keep in mind, it could be the paper too, but this will give you a little bit of an idea. Okay, let's try a second layer on the ink, or on the pink. Okay, see how that does. So, looking at it, doesn't look like it goes over completely. Now, keep in mind, this wasn't completely dry. This is also just standard cardstock. So if you're coloring in something that's, will work great on top of the Tombow markers, let's check it out. Yeah, because this is the Sakura Jelly Roll Gel Pen. And it could just be that I needed to let these dry a little bit longer. But, so it does all right. I mean, we got our second layer here, so I had a French kickback in the day. It means the right word. I'm going to have to change it, huh? But did I pronounce it correct? That's the big question. Le mot juste. I probably totally butchered that. Wipe first on finger. The same brand makes the bleed proof version. Emily, can I link it? For sure. Yeah, definitely, Laura. Yeah, because I've just had this white Bombay ink for ages. It works great on top of pencil. But yeah, that bleed proof stuff may be what you need, Lemo. So yeah, that was with the Tombow brush pen. So it does a little bit, not horribly. Once we got that second layer, that white still kind of popped. So yeah, India inked maybe, and check that bleed proof stuff. I haven't used it, but if Laura says that it works, then I would take her at her word. She knows her stuff. Okay, so for us tonight, for our background here. Oh yeah, it might not. Just stay. Juiced. Juiced. Oh, okay. Juiced is all one syllable. Okay. All right. Perfect. Do you have Poscas, Emily? You might have already answered it while I was asking. Yes, I do. Right here, Victoria. We tested out the Poscas on here. Poscas. Anyway, so this one did all right. It helps if I, shake it up beforehand. I just don't get as consistent results with the Posca. Yeah, no worries, Lamont. This is why I'm here. This is why I like live, because I can answer the questions as we go along. I just feel like I don't have as much control and don't have as many consistent results with the Posca pens. This down here was the Sakura Jelly Roll Gel Pen, and then this here and these little dots here was the bottled ink. I just find that I get much brighter results with the bottled ink. Yeah, no worries. No worries, no worries. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to start with? Let's zoom back out here just a tad. Make sure we're nice and in focus. Ah, perfect. Thank you, Mia. Those white pink pen thingamabobs. There you go, Loretta. There you go. Okay. So, I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to start with some jelly roll. Maybe get some small little stars in. We'll see how well it translates, okay? Now see, honestly, well, honestly means, if I'm perfectly honest, this part is where I get the most nervous, because I'm always afraid I'm going to, like, cluster them wrong or get the wrong shape or something. You know what I mean? So we are going to roll with it, and hopefully it won't be a disaster. So we're going to start with the, oh, I closed my computer lid there. We're going to start with the Jelly Roll gel pen here, okay? I'm going to keep this paper next to me so I can kind of scribble on it if I feel like it's getting too clogged or I need to refresh the nib, okay? So let's start in this dark area here. And I'm going to work left to right because knowing me, I will smear it straight across otherwise. Okay, so we'll see how well these pop up here. Before I had Poscas, I used a dotting tool for nail art with white acrylic paint. Oh, that sounds cool. Must not start looking at new stuff on Amazon. Nope, nope, nope. Or Loretta, you should start looking at stuff on Amazon. No, I'm just teasing. I have a horrible influence. I know this. Okay. So they're definitely showing up well on the darker part. I'm going to go ahead and lower this. Get this nice and in focus here. There we go. Okay. There's no harm in looking. And you know what I do, Loretta? When Lama says, Amazon, here I come. Hi, Melissa. Welcome. We're working on adding some stars to our little night background here. You know what I do, Loretta? If I'm in a position where it's like I really shouldn't be buying more or I can't or whatever, I just make Amazon wish lists. I prefer to just tap the gel pen to make dots. The only issue is, number one, it's too small. And see, when I'm tapping, nothing's really coming up. So that's why I'm kind of doing like little circles, like one layer and then another layer, and then I get the white dot to come up. I don't know, maybe I just have a bad gel pen, but it just doesn't seem to work as well. It's just not nearly as strong. So let's grab the paint and we'll go over a couple of those so we can see the difference here. Yep, wish lists are amazing. You can tell yourself, oh, someday we'll get these, you know? All right. See, I feel like the white from the ink is just so much brighter. I tap it a lot, but yes, if you want bigger dots, the way you do it is best. Yeah, a little bit. Like I said, I just like how initially bright the paint is. As you can see, and I'm sure everybody's noticed at some point, that I shake a little bit too. So that can also be an issue when you're choosing, if your hands aren't as steady as you'd like. That also comes in for a risk with using paintbrushes, if you're not totally comfortable with that. I save everything on wish list so I know what to grab when I have money. Exactly, exactly. I'll have to try that one. I've heard good things about the Uniball. I'll put it on my wish list. How long have I been doing adult coloring for? Well, let's see. I've been doing art stuff my entire life. I used to do coloring contests when I was a kid, and then I was an art major in college. But when I picked up my first truly adult coloring book, was 2015, I believe. It was Johanna Basford's Enchanted Forest. And yeah, it's all kind of made history after that. Like, it was just, I never put it down. I have a lot of my stuff separated out, like reading book, watercolors, markers, maybe list, a personal private list, main list, household list, a couple more. Yeah, I know. I've got like 6 different ones, I think. My wish list needs a list as long as it's long. There you go. Oh, nice, Kimmy. Well, my spirit animals should be coming tomorrow. Well, as I got a couple big books for the kiddos, but I like my Uniball unless I need a fine line. You have the metallic Uniball. Oh, that could be fun. I feel like I should probably be throwing in some slightly larger stars as well. My instinct is just to do it all small. Oh, nice, Loretta. What do you think of it? What are your first impressions? I have to get to bed for work tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Good night, Alyssa. Thank you for hanging out. I still haven't gotten my spirit animals yet either. Oh, no. Well, I was surprised that it was going to be here tomorrow because the original estimation said it wasn't going to be here until the 20th. And I was like, oh, okay. I have to go to my daughter's on the phone. I have her waiting night. Oh, night, everyone. You were a great stream. Good company. Good night, Rochelle. Have a great night. Don't forget the North Star. There you go. Yeah, hopefully it'll show up soon, Laura. When will you do a stream with spirit animals? Well, Liza, our next page is going to be one from Daydreams because we've already decided on it. There's going to be a poll on Facebook. If you're not part of our Facebook, you can go there by typing !Facebook in chat, and that'll give you the link to it. And then we're all going to vote on which page we want to do, and we're going to do that. So as long as I can find a page in spirit animals that I like, we'll probably do it after that. Unless, and I'm going to ask chat because the majority of all of our regulars are here. Question. Since my spirit animals is going to arrive tomorrow, do you still want to do a page in Daydreams? Or would you like to do a page in spirit animals starting on Friday? Because we can still do daydreams. Because I know we chose daydreams because a lot of people have daydreams. So would you like to... Oh, perfect, Liza. Awesome. So would you like to still do daydreams? Or do you want to do one from spirit animals? Daydreams? Okay. Because I know not everybody has it. And if it's running late, it might not be fair to start a page from it. You don't have the new one yet? Okay. All right. We'll stick with daydreams then. Spirit animals, daydreams. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right, Loretta. Yeah, okay, we'll stick with daydreams. But anyway, yeah, after daydreams then we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at spirit animals. So I'll definitely want to do a page. I mean, it's a new book, right? New books are always exciting. I want to do Rooster. Donna votes Rooster. There you go. But yes, to answer your question, we will either one. There you go. We'll most definitely be doing spirit animals at some point. We'll go ahead and stick with our daydreams plan for our next page to give everybody a chance to pick it up. But yeah, we'll definitely be doing it. Well, these stars are turning out kind of nice. I'm pleased with these. Like I said, you're always your own worst critic, and so I can't help but look at it and be like, oh, why did I do that? Or I should have done this, you know? Oh, I'm sorry, Mia. It'll get there. It'll get there. It's always hard with the release of a new book, you know? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. There you go, Donna. Well, I'm excited to take a picture of this. I think it's going to translate. I know, like, I've got this light here, so it maybe doesn't show it up as well, but I think when we take the picture, it's going to look really nice. I always pre-order Johanna's if you're Loretta, if you're talking about books. Like I said, I don't always pre-order stuff just like you, but with Johanna's I'm like, yep, new stuff. I got it. Gotta have it. Oh, thanks, Laura. Oh, nice, Abby. That'll be great. we go. I want the new JBG book that's out right now. What's the JBG book, Loretta? So I'm realizing as we're going along, there were a couple things that I forgot to do. I forgot to color in the middle of these, and I forgot to add some little gel pen embellishments on the cactus. I got Rachel Wright's How to Draw Botanicals books instead of Johanna's How to Draw. Oh, that'll be fun though. JBG, Carla Magana's new one, or one of her others plus one or two more. Oh, very cool. So, while these are drying, I'm going to carefully work around them. And we're going to grab our number 149 and our number 10, and we're going to fix that real quick. Okay, so number 149 and number 10. I know, right? This is exactly where I do that if I'm going to do it. This is exactly what happens. But it's okay. It's on the right-hand side. The stars are on the left-hand side. If I just steer clear of that part of the page, we'll be okay. Although, I want to fix a couple of stars. 1 second. Make these a little bit brighter. Here we go. That's a bit better. Okay. Emily, this looks fabulous. I have to leave now. Thank you so much. Bye, Emily. Bye, Ren. Sounds great, Kenny. Thank you so much. You have a great night. All right, let's zoom in a tad here, shall we? Move that out of the way. Okay, careful not to touch the stars. Sure it's nice and in focus. There we go. All right, so we're gonna use number 49. I'm gonna use number 10. Just a simple 2 colors. Nothing too fancy. Okay. Slider. Oh wait, I forgot about these up here. And we're gonna touch it up with some metallics too. So give me a second here. We'll do this other one, then we'll grab our gel pens. And our gel pens will be our last step for a little bit extra embellishment here and on the flowers. So let's do this one down here real quick. Careful not to smear the stars. Gotta let those dry. All right, zoom back out for a sec, okay? We are almost done, almost. I'm gonna grab our Arteza glitter gel pens. Oh, thank you, Abby. All right, we're gonna get this glitter, or no, wait, which one did we use? Let's look at our greens here. I think we used this one, actually. That glitter gel pen. And we're gonna use our yellow glitter gel pen. It's not a gold, it's legitimately a yellow. And we're gonna work top to bottom here so we don't smear anything, okay? All right, so very carefully, we've got this one here. Okay. Do each of these. Tad bit of dots here. We'll be using the Stardust glitter gel pens. There you go. Glitter, glitter everywhere. Everyone loves glitter. Okay, let's see. Do our dots first. Gotta keep it all consistent, right? There we go. Couple of ones here. A little bit there, a little bit there. There. Okay. Come on down. There we go. These little areas are right here. There you go, Abby. Okay, this one there, that one there, that one there, that one there. I'm gonna do some dots here before I start doing all of those. No! No blue wink, Mia! No! I refuse! Never! Never the blue wink! The blue wink betrayed me. It's not overdramatic at all, is it? Okay. Now we're gonna grab just a little bit of this yellow sparkly glitter pen here, okay? These last few little touch-ups. Just a little bit of sparkle here. Okay? We are almost done, folks. We're in the home stretch. Laura, perfectly normal response. The reference, Laura, is that on our very first page that we were coloring on this stream, I meant to use the clear Wink of Stella, but instead I dropped a big old bunch of dark blue Wink of Stella on this flower pot. I salvaged it, but it was a little traumatizing. Okay. All right. Let's see. Did I forget anything? I don't think. Is everybody ready for the big reveal? Huh? Huh? Yeah? Should we build it up some more? Build it up so I could cover my hand? No, I'm kidding. Well, maybe. Here. We're going to use that to cover. All right. We're going to do the big reveal here. Let's zoom on out. Are we zoomed out? Okay. Drum roll, please. That's a horrible drum roll. Boom. That actually worked out well with the light fixing it. There it is, folks. It is all done. Like my little drum roll. There you go. Here, let me pick up the corner here so the light's not glaring on it. There you go. You can see that a tad bit better. Let's see, is it in focus here? Make sure we're nice and in focus. That's the other thing, is one of the changes that I am planning on making to the stream is going to make it so we can have a higher resolution also. So this is going to be much more clear as well. And I realized that was out of focus, so that wasn't as nearly as exciting. But it's in focus now. But anyway, yeah, the resolution is going to be higher as well. So the video is going to be really crisp too. Here we go. I'm waiting for the stream to catch up when I realized that it wasn't clear. Oh well, clear it up. Anyway, but yeah, so we're going to up the resolution, so it'll be great. But I think this was good. We did this in 4 sessions. Not bad. I'm going to take a picture of it tomorrow. I think it'll look great. Here, we can zoom in just a tad to look at that sky a little bit. You know, they're still Ergosoft, so they're going to come out a tad more pastel-y than they would normally. But I think we got a nice dark color for it. So, yeah. I think that'll leave us where we're at. And I'll put all the colors and everything that we used when I update the YouTube page, probably tomorrow sometime. So, but other than that, I think we are all done. We have finished it. So, let's see, 2 hours, 11 minutes. Yeah, I think that's a good time to end it. So let's see, updates. I will put the polls up in the Facebook group so everybody can vote on whether or not they want the tattoo girl or the rooster, although I think the rooster is going to win. We're going to be using pencils and fine liners. I got the new 60 count set of fine liners. Here, where did I put them? Oh, here they are. They finally... Ugh, can't reach them. There we go. They finally came in the mail. So we've got these, so we're going to use these and pencils. Which pencils we use will depend on which page wins. I'm leaning towards Prismacolor. So yeah, I think that's about everything. Thank you. I know Sarah, I don't think you're here, but in case you rewatch it, Sarah, thank you so much for your super chat tonight. It means the world to me, as well as all of those of you who watched and who lurked and just hung out, because you being here ups my numbers, gets me out there, and you know, it's going to help the stream grow. So all of your support is so welcome and wonderful, and all of you are so wonderful and welcome, and I love it when you're here, and I love our conversations and our jokes and our fun, so this is great. All right, everyone, love you all so much, and look for those posts on Facebook. I'll update the YouTube, and I will see you all Friday night. All right? Okay. Everyone, have a great night. Good night.